For those who don't have a lot of time for today's recap, if you saw Conor McGregor and Khabib's fight last night, when Khabib had McGregor down and he was just gone like this, and Conor was like, ah. That was your recap. Jesus, that hurts. Oh, my back.
Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 982 and today we are back for another brand new video. Today's video is going to be a fan recap of Rangers versus Hearts, aka the team that's top of the league and was unbeaten. I've got to be honest with you, I'm absolutely buzzing for this one. I've got so much to actually talk about, so let's just jump into it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Rangers 3, Hearts 1, which means unbeaten, more. To the first goal, shall we? It started off from a Tavernier free kick, a Tavernier delivery. How many times have we said that this season and even the seasons before? Anyway, it was a weird sort of free kick because he whipped in so beautifully, but I think Hearts tried to catch them offside. Morelos, Alfredo, manages to stay just onside, takes the ball down beautifully, opens his body up, waits for the goalkeeper to come to him, slips it beautifully to Ryan Kent, who takes a touch and just runs it into the net. And I don't know if you were like me, but when I seen the goal happen, I was like, oh, this is offside, so I'll just watch that. I just sat back, I was like, pretty good goal to be fair. Okay, nice move, Morelos. He's not blew that offside. He's not blew that offside. It's 1-0. That is the volcano of emotions being a Rangers fan. The most perfect start that we could have asked for going into this game, because Hearts deserve respect. They are a good team. This is not the Hearts of old. I've seen some people trying to put the result down from the other side. You know where they are talking about it. They laid down. Why would a team top of the league, undefeated, lie down to Rangers? It doesn't make sense. And just to prove that point, after we scored that first game, something that's not been talked about enough is Alan McGregor's 2 saves after that. Because right away when we scored, Hearts created 2 clear goal scoring opportunities that Shagger saved brilliantly. One by Stephen Naismith when he cut inside. It was a good save. Comfortable. I believe McGregor to make that. The second one was their Hearts striker, the big Larry Uche or something like that. I can't pronounce it, I apologise. He was running through. He was holding off Joe Worrell for the only one time he actually beat him. And he just hits this shot. I thought it was in, honestly, because the way he hit it, it was just such a bullet. And yet Alan McGregor just throws a paw at it and saves it. If you just couldn't love Alan McGregor enough, just look at those 2 absolutely immense saves in the biggest game so far this season, on. Then from there it became the Rangers show, especially in that first half. We need to talk about the second goal. Let's get to it, shall we? We scored a backheel goal, Rapid Vienna Thursday. Remember, it was beautiful. We're like, that goal's not going to be topped this season. Well, 3 or 4 days later, Daniel Candeias does his Daniel Candeias thing, works hard, puts a lot of pressure on the Hearts defender, wins the ball back cleanly and just delivers a delicious pass across the ground, and Alfredo Morelos, 4 or 5 yards out, decides to do a back heel finish in the top bin. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm here to sit and tell you Alfredo Morelos done a move like this. Walk of shame, the walk of shame. Honestly, top bin. It was a wonderful, wonderful finish, showing the true composure that the man possesses when he's in a confident mood. And this Alfredo Morelos, who has scored 11 goals and 19 appearances so far for the Rangers this season, is just doing this on the regular. Now, that is not the Buffalo from last season. This is a different one, a more mature, a pure confident one. You can see that in Steven Gerrard, the way he believes in him. The guy's just playing like it. And can I just speak about Alfredo Morelos for just 1 second? What a performance, Fredo. What a performance. The third goal, by the way, came 5 or 6 minutes later, once again from a Tavernier delivery. It was absolutely wonderful. 30-yard diagonal sort of curl pass. I can't even explain it. It was that good. Just everyone, even the commentators like Tom, was like, oh, he's overhit that. But he never. It was just beautifully, beautifully weighted. It curled right in Alfredo Morelos' path, who gets the header. I believe it hit off either the goalkeeper or the defender. But Scotty Arfield is there at the right place at the right time, once again, to finish into the back of the net, making it 3-0. That is the kind of reaction that Steven Gerrard wanted. This is the game that he's been speaking about as more important than any other that's came before. And the players definitely played like it. Considering who were up against, the top of the league undefeated team of the season, like just can't be beating everyone, beat Celtic, blah blah blah, all the hype that they came in we absolutely dominated them. Once again, the Ibrox Fortress runs true. Now, before we jump to the second half, we will speak about some of the players because I feel like they certainly deserve it. Alan McGregor, once again, was there when we needed him. Wasn't it a busy day necessarily, but he made 3 or 4 saves in the day. And like I said, when it was 1-0, made 2 wonderful, wonderful saves. So shout out to him. Tavernier, just brilliant. That is why he's in the man of the match poll. We do not score that first goal without that delivery. We do not score that third goal without his delivery. Just a constant threat. And if Brighton want this guy, they better get the checkbook out because he's not going for pennies. But there is another defender that I actually want to talk about who was a bit of a surprise to start this game, and that is none other than Big Joe Worrall. We were all scratching our head saying, what's Katic done? Katic maybe a potential standout for player of the season in the first part of it. We're like, where is he? Why is Joe Worrall playing in this game? That performance is why he's playing in that game. Up against the big heart striker, he was strong, just composed, just got stuck into everything. And one of my favourite moments so far of the Joe Worrall Rangers career is by far when he was on the ground. This gave me so much flashbacks to that John Terry, one of the Euros. Remember when he was lying on the ground and Terry tried to like tackle when he was on the ground with his head? Joe Worrall done something similar to that. He blocked a shot, he was on the ground on his chest, the Hearts guy lined up for another shot. He threw himself up like this, like a mermaid, and took one right in the cream puff. Honestly, a Warriors performance from Joe Worrall, and that is why he's in the team and why it's going to be hard to take him out of it, because can you take him out after a performance like that? The fact that we've got 3 very, very good centre-backs excites me because I don't think we've had one in the last 3 or 4 ons. Moving on to the left-back though, we need to talk about John Flanagan. Flanagan doesn't make it in my man of the match poll, but I can honestly tell you, watching this video just now, he didn't do nothing wrong the entire day. Defensively, strong as hell. By far the best defensive fullback we have got, in my personal view anyway. And he just showed that. That entire left-hand side was an absolute fortress. Just got nailed after nailed after nailed. He's a bit of a throwback football player if you think about it. Kind of like the Graham Souness-esque. Remember when he would just come in and nail someone, that would just get the crowd up and it can rally the boys. Maybe for some of the younger boys, maybe a Kevin Thompson or a Kyle Bartley, who would just nail someone who would never pull out a 50-50 and it just gets the crowd up. That is John Flanagan to a T, because he done 3 50-50s and the crowd was going absolutely nuts for the man. And yeah, I just wanted to give him a special mention because I thought he was absolutely brilliant and sort of flying underneath the radar. I genuinely can't think of one thing he done wrong the entire day. Almost scored a goal, and how many clearances did he get? And he's not even in the man of the match poll. That is how well the Rangers played. Now, before we talk about any of the other players, let's jump to the second half now, because yes, it was a bit of frustration because you look at the first half and just see the sheer domination that we put in. I wasn't like replicating that, but I still think we created a lot more opportunities, and like I said, for about 80 minutes of the entire game, I think we absolutely controlled it, bar that 10-minute spell where Hearts got a wee bit of life. And obviously we did concede in the game where once again we make a substitution during a set piece and we concede. Can we please stop doing that? That's like 4 or 5 times this season. I'm not going to be negative, but that is a little problem. Just do the set piece first, then make the substitution on. Their goal, by the way, came from a long set piece, like I just mentioned, straight into the box. It was a bit of a, I don't know, Rangers maybe just took their eye off it a little bit, and then Hearts, I believe it was Dunn who ended up heading in at the back of the net to make it 3-1. But by that time, it was clear who was going to win this game. Hearts got a man sent off, rightly by the way, for 2 yellow cards. Can I just mention their striker as well? I've been hearing so much about the press. I've seen so many Hearts fans comment saying, oh, he's going to get you, he's going to bully you, you think Alfredo Morelos is strong. Wait till you see this guy. How many times did Hearts striker dive? How many times did he just throw himself to the ground? What's going on there then? What's going on? Back to talking about some of the players, however, we need to speak about the 2 wingers who are equally absolutely immense. You've got Daniel Candeias on the right, you've got Ryan Kent on the left. Let's start with Daniel first. This is the type of performance that I was expecting from a Daniel Candeias to make a statement, because all the hype about Middleton, Ryan Kent, I was waiting for Candeias, who arguably put it in on Thursday as well, but in the league, I was waiting on that one performance where he makes a statement and reminds us that he is our reigning player of the season. This performance summed it up perfectly. His work rate, which is always exceptional, but he seemed to just tick everything along, kept the ball moving, never stopped running, create absolute havoc. Once again, his hard work creates the second goal of the game. I just wanted to give him a minute because he was absolutely immense. And equally on the other side, we've got Ryan Kent. This guy is absolutely unplayable on his day, and I think I've said that for the last 4 or 5 games, and it's rightly so. The man is just absolute special. If there's rumour that he wants to stay and there's an option for us to get him, like there would be open to it, we need to take it now, because his price is just going to go up and up and up. These performances, you hear the crowd every single time the man touches the ball. They just expect something to happen, whether it's a skill move, if he's just hitting the ball by someone and running, if he's even tracking back and defending. The guy has got it all, and he's absolutely immensely talented. Once again, ran the absolute show, deserved his goal. He was absolutely unplayable. That is the biggest compliment. And now we've got 2 wingers that can do that on the regular. Years past, we would have had one side good, the other side not so good. We've got these guys, and then we've got Middleton coming in and pushing the top. We've got Lafferty who can play wide. This is the strength and depth we're talking about, and how the hell are we not allowed to think of 55 when we've got this kind of quality in our team? It's absolutely madness. Ryan Kent, Daniel Candeias. And I genuinely could just go on and on and on. I've not even spoken about Arfield, who scored the goal. We've not even spoken about Koulibaly, who looked like he's getting back to his older self, getting back and stuck in and making things happen. I've not even spoken about Ryan Jack, who came on and made a great cameo, showing the guy's got the true quality, just making things happen. Got a goal sort of cleared off the line as well for the potential Ryan Jack goal. Can you imagine what I'd have done? I'm trying to keep this on the shorter side because I feel like I could talk forever, but just to wrap up my feelings, I'm absolutely delighted. This was a Hearts side who has got quality. They didn't lie down or anything that the other side's trying to say. No, 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 no. Hearts are a good side. Rangers just played better. Hearts didn't play poor. They didn't no turn up. They played, they created some opportunities. Rangers were just better. And that's going to be the end of my fan recap. If you don't mind getting involved in the comment section below, this is why I do the videos. We've been through so much crap on the channel in the last year and a half. So many fan rants, so many poor results. But this is the turning point. I want to see your opinions in the comment section below. Let me know your recaps, who stood out for you, how you feeling, and how you're going to celebrate. That'd be absolutely amazing. Speaking of celebrating, by the way, let's grab our refreshments, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is time to toast that performance. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Sponsor break. Now it's time to jump to Twitter and read what the people has to say. The 3 man in the matches that I put up, genuinely I could have put 7, 8, 9, 10 players in this man of the match poll. But for me, I went with Tav because the first and third goal wouldn't have happened without his deliveries. I went with Ryan Kent because he was simply unplayable. And I went with Alfredo Morelos just edging it above Daniel Candeias because obviously the goal was just absolutely top notch. And as always, I leave the 4th option as other, just in case I didn't mention your potential man of the match like a Daniel Candeias, a Worrell, a Flanagan, a Shagger, whatever you're thinking. That is why you hit that 4th option. Anyway, 6% voted for other, 6% voted for Tavernier. Morelos got 20% of the votes, but the far and away leader once again is Ryan Mother effing Kent. To the people's opinion, Andrew Wilson says, Kent for me has ran his heart out for the last 3 games and he got his goal today. Candeias and Morelos also ran their heart out. Morelos was unselfish for the first goal, but what the F was going on there? Ramping Ryan Jack said, great first half performance, but the second half wasn't the best. Can't blame them though, they're just tired after the game against Rapid. A quick fix of the defence and we are flying towards a title. Scott Young says, what a performance after Thursday night. Shows no European hangover. Multiple players up for man of the match. Also, what a strange first goal. Mark Mendes says, fought Flanagan, Candeias. Also, Kent played amazing. Our prediction was right, haha. And what the F was the first goal? Either shocking defending or an offside? I couldn't tell. It wasn't offside. Didn't check it. Cairo Keena says Candeias ran riot, did the job in the first half. No clean sheet though, that's only disappointment. Tony Wilson says Kent was unplayable today. Shame we switched off in the second half. Could have really put a statement of intent out there. Ross Watson said everyone was a Mayor Wallace. Can't pick between Candeias and Kent though. Ian McDougall says today it's Candeias, really back to being the Portuguese jury for me. Ran all game, broke up play, chased everything and got the second goal for Alfredo. What a weird week, despair to ecstasy and beyond. And the last one that I will read out in today's video comes from Andy at AndyRich12. Kent again, CJ, he was on another level. The amount of fouls he drags in is unbelievable. He is unplayable at the moment. So you've heard the people's opinion, you've heard mine. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. And if you don't mind smashing that like button, it definitely helps the channel out and it helps other people find the videos. And also if you haven't done so already, if you want to consider subscribing, that would be amazing as we chase that 22k dream. If you want to support the channel directly, there will be a Patreon link in the description below. But that is it. Today's video is all done and dusted. You go and celebrate. You certainly deserve it. I've been CJ Over 92. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.